Dad, we're back.
Special Christmas edition, eh?
Kind of, except none of these really have to do with Christmas. This has by far been the longest break we had between doing these JoJo videos, but how you feeling? You brushed up on your band stuff?
No, I'm going in cold, but never stopped me before.
Alright, good. Things start to get complicated, like standability-wise in this, like really complicated, so...
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have some fun. We'll start off with... Hold up. Open the picture, please. Thank you. This guy.
All right. Okay, so we're back in music this time, right?
Yeah. Classic name and standability. That's all we're doing here.
Okay, he's got a cool guy, a little smooth operator feel here.
Okay. All
Got
right.
that, but green. I wear my sunglasses at night.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is...
Sunglasses at night would be a good name.
Something related to Corey Hart, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But green sunglasses. Might be overthinking it here.
Maybe.
Let's say Steel Magnolia, just out of nowhere.
Okay.
One totally different.
Yeah, completely opposite of what you were
yes.
logicking.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So Steel Magnolia. What
Yeah, I see the snapping here, and that's making me think there's an ability to
aggressively
conjure
finger snap at
things.
people?
No, I think can create weapons
Okay.
out of their imagination with a snap.
Alright. This is stone free. It's a stand made of string, and it can compact itself into this humanoid form, or extend itself out into like regular strings and stuff. When in this humanoid form, it's fast and strong, said to hit about as hard as a small meteor, which is pretty damn hard. And when it's unraveled, the user is able to freely control the strings, so she can stitch up wounds or grab things, or she weaves a net to catch people and stuff. Basically, if you can do it with a string, you can do it with the stamp.
I was way off.
Just a little, yeah.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Magical abilities don't play in anywhere?
Well, this thing in and of itself is kind of
yeah.
magical. No, there's definitely...
All right.
Some of
so
this
not out of
magic.
the question.
Not everything is science. I mean, I showed you a stand that was an electrical pylon that wouldn't let you leave, and also two things that sucked your soul out.
That's true. Okay.
You know.
All right. So
All right. What do you think of this guy? No, I'll zoom in for you here.
Okay. Let's see here. A lot to unpack here.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat almost regal.
Yeah.
The purple colors and a bit of the jewels. And almost like a crown type thing.
Yeah, that looks more like a bunch of sewing needles stuck into his head.
Yeah, it does.
Just kind of like, in like the pin cushion? You just kind of stick it.
Oh, it totally does. Yeah, I didn't catch that. Yeah. And then the little patches with hearts on them. That's interesting. Ooh. Now I'm getting pulled along the path of a deck of cards here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts, okay. What does the Queen of Hearts do?
The ability. Holy smokes. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all impossible to guess.
Pretty much.
This
is really just kind of rigged against you to make you look like you know nothing. For being
Very
honest.
true.
That's kind of the secret to this show, but I mean,
Very
it works.
True. Yeah. Okay. I think they have the Queen of Hearts has the ability to puncture things. So I'm going along that the needles.
The needles.
Right? And I see that.
Okay.
They're almost like Band-Aids all over the place, right?
All right. This is Kiss.
Oh.
Fairly fast and strong. It has this special ability where it can put a special sticker on something that it summons, and it duplicates the object, splits it into two identical ones. However, once the sticker is removed, the objects fuse back together and are damaged. So it hurts you on the way of fusing back together.
Does it use the duplication of the object to its benefit, or is that to hurt somebody? So
no, it's usually what's the difference if you're fighting an enemy? But usually it's to hurt someone. There's a very rare occasion where she duplicated herself.
Right. No, I'm just thinking, would you put it on your enemy and then you have to fight both of them for a second until you pull it off?
Just put it on, stick it off.
Yeah.
Right away, and then it would hurt them. The other thing they do is they hold on to something, and then they duplicate it and throw the other part, and then pull off the sticker, and it like shoots off to go meet up with the other part.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right, what do you think of? Oh god, I have to zoom out first.
Could you duplicate a person, put a blade in between them, and then pull it off?
Presumably, yes.
Cut them in half.
What do you think of this guy?
Ooh, interesting. He's reminding me of a Star Wars character.
A little bit. Kind of looks a little androidy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and combination of the android and there's like, I don't know what they're called, but those, it was in the prequels, I think, in one of those worlds. Anyway, I digress.
Like the droids?
They weren't droids, though. They were like...
Oh, the ones who made
underwater
the
guys, maybe?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like Jar Jar's people.
Yeah. Maybe.
Right.
Anyway, I'd have to do some research to figure that out. Okay. Back to musical. This is not giving me anything from a musical.
No, it's really not, honestly. The
The
benefit, though, is, as I'm sure you can tell, none of these actually are named according to
That's true.
what it is. So you can just start throwing out random musical references and maybe one might stick.
Very true. Okay. So I'm thinking his ability is going to be speed, because it looks like, you know, all those joints are really meant for going quite quickly.
Yeah, all right.
And I think if we have to pick, let's call him Crazy Train.
Crazy Train?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Foo Fighters.
Oh, nice.
It's a plankton colony that was given a stand, and thus was able to create, like, sentience, like this human
Plankton colony?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But it wants to be human, so it has thoughts and feelings and stuff, and that's kind of like its motivation.
Okay.
It relies on constantly needing water, however, to feed the plankton, and it will break down if it's dehydrated.
Mm.
On the other hand, it is able to heal itself and others by making new plankton. It is able to multiply the colony.
Right.
It can manipulate a tiny little bit of water, not very strong, but a little bit, and it can even fire plankton like bullets.
Mm.
So long as there is water, it can regenerate itself.
Hmm.
And so long as there's one plankton left alive, it can regenerate itself.
All right.
The other thing it does is it can control others if a plankton gets inside. And then this thing kind of just lives inside your body as your new skeleton. And it wears you like a meat skin. As I'm sure that's pleasant to imagine.
Wow. The plankton are not very big, so it'd be easy to sneak them in there.
Well, especially when, like I said, it can shoot one like a bullet.
Yeah.
So all it has to do is shoot you and then kind of just
generate the stand inside.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Yeah, you're dead.
Fun. I'm
Right?
imagining a Play-Doh factory as it pushes out your insides.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a pleasant visual for everyone.
there you
What
go.
do you think of this guy?
Ooh, he's in the clouds.
He is.
Interesting. It's like a Renaissance look as he's looking over his shoulder. It's quite interesting.
All right.
Okay, big and tough, but made of air.
Mm-hmm.
That is interesting. Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. Okay.
Yeah. And his ability is actually to disperse all of the air and suffocate the person.
All right. They could do that.
Ooh. Hey,
This is
half marks.
This is Weather Report.
Okay.
It has almost complete control over the weather by affecting the atmosphere itself, like controlling air, wind, or humidity.
Okay.
It can manipulate oxygen in a closed area.
Yep.
It also has incredibly dangerous automatic mode called heavy weather, which can turn people into snails through the power of subliminal messaging.
Okay, well that part's weird.
It is a little weird.
Everything up to there, I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'll explain it to you. Somehow, he implants a subliminal message in sunlight saying you want to turn into a snail, and then people are like, yeah, you know what, I think I do want to turn into a snail, and start turning into snails.
Okay.
Yeah, indeed.
Fair enough. That's an interesting one.
This user is also called Weather Report, because he doesn't remember his actual name.
Perfect.
Likewise, the user of Foo Fighters, because the stand is kind of the user, is just Foo Fighters.
Right.
Anywho, what do you think of this guy?
Ooh. Bunch of D's on him.
Yep. Makes him popular with all the ladies. What?
Such a D-bag. All right.
That was dumb. That's a D for dumb.
Terrible. Oh my god. I don't know. This one's so... Thinking it's gotta be underwater.
Okay.
Let's go Devo.
Devo. I like it.
Yeah. And he can oh man.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be something to do with whipping it. Okay, he's underwater, so he can manipulate snakes and uses them to beat people.
Are snakes underwater?
Some are. Sure, there are underwater snakes.
All right.
Why not?
Well,
Let's
this
go
is
with it.
Diver Down.
Got the water part.
Yeah. It's unclear if it would be able to be in water. It is
eels.
a fairly powerful close... oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Fairly powerful close combat stand. The user can store it inside of things like walls or even people. So basically... and then it can release its energy and kicks and punches later when willed. So basically he can punch a wall with this thing, and then its energy is stored in the wall, and then if someone walks by and he's like, I want to punch that person, release the energy, the wall goes BAM! And punches him. Like with the power of this stand.
Yeah.
It can also change the insides of the things it's in, and it can even be stored in people.
Okay.
And so like basically you could put it in someone and just be like,
Go rearrange some organs.
yeah, we're playing surgeon now. Congratulations, your intestines are now uncoiled.
For good or evil use.
Yeah. He can replace people's limbs, however, if he goes inside them. There's one case where a character loses a leg, and he puts Diver Down inside the character and replaces their leg by just having Diver Down's leg stick out of it.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
But it's only valid as long as they're in there?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It doesn't permanently replace the leg. What do you think of this person?
Okay. Is he sitting on a steel beam?
Indeed.
Semi-transparent?
Yes. All stands are portrayed as semi-transparent, though. So that's
okay.
not something
so
new.
That might just be throwing me off.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, most of them.
And...
Until they're not.
Seems pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
Like something to do with construction, maybe. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Keep in mind that this arc takes place mainly inside of prison.
Ah. All right. That changes everything.
Everything. Everything else, all these guesses up till now, wash. Hogwash.
Yeah.
Mean nothing. Didn't have the full story.
How would you keep... Oh, I totally digress. How would you keep a stand that can control the weather in a prison?
Well, one, we'll get to that later. But two, by having stand users who defend the prison.
Right. Okay. All right. Anyway. Now I'm all distracted. It's got lots of little things sticking out of them.
Yeah.
Almost like mini knives, quills. Yeah, could be quills, yeah. Sharp hands. Okay, he has the ability... I'm going ability first on most of these,
right,
it seems
that's
like.
That's fine.
The ability to absorb metal.
Okay. That would be a really good ability.
And then reshape it, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the name?
The name... Really having a tough go with names today.
Well, they're not easy.
No.
Let's be real here.
Nope. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to call him Grimace because he's purple.
I like it. This is Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh,
obviously.
Like
How could you not get that? Come on. It's very weak normally. However, if it slices you with one of its claws there, you will shrink to the size of about a mouse, which makes it very strong in comparison to you. However, if the shrunken person moves far away enough from the user, not the stand, they will grow again.
That would be quite the trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite interesting. Because you can get stuck in all kinds of situations if you run too far, right? Because now you're big again.
Yeah.
But if you stay too close, then you're small, and this thing just beats the crap out of you.
So, if you team up with this guy,
Uh-huh.
could he slash you, make you small, you run through the bars of the prison,
Yes.
And when you get far enough away, you're back to normal.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But this thing was given an ability by the stand user who doesn't want others escaping the prison.
Ah, okay. So that's not going to happen.
Indeed. What do you think of this guy? We'll zoom in real close for you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is your what the hell stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really weird. So he's reminding me of an anemone.
Mm-hmm. It's only the purple parts.
Only the purple parts.
Only the purple parts. The other parts is one of the main characters.
Right.
But this is the only way I can show this stand.
Okay.
If that clarifies anything for you.
Makes so much sense. Wow. So it's like growing off the person.
Yeah.
So ability to absorb that person's energy.
Okay. I like it.
And then what's
just really like suck it out.
I'm trying to think of a band name with like either fungus or a flower.
Radioactive.
Is that a band?
Imagine Dragons. It's a song.
It's a song.
There's songs.
Yeah. I guess there can be songs. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's interesting.
What would I tell you the right answer?
No, you would never. That's not gonna
also,
happen.
this is far too old to have Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I don't know when Part 6 finished animated or writing. It's not animated yet.
Let's what could it be? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go simple. I'm gonna call it the Parasite.
The Parasite. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell. Interesting.
It's the stand of a user who aims to commit suicide, and it reflects the damage of their suicide onto the target he's attacking.
Okay.
So in this scene, he was hanging himself.
Yeah.
And these things start to mirror that, so it just slowly started lifting you off the ground and choking you.
Does it always look different?
Well,
Depending what he's doing?
kind of.
Yeah.
It depends on what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, what do you think of... Oh, wait, I gotta zoom out again. That's annoying. No. This guy.
They just keep getting better.
Yeah, don't they?
Okay, it looks like blades for arms. That's interesting.
Yeah. Name, Blades for Arms.
It
looks like a quilt. It's
yeah.
like sewn together.
Or almost like a pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
Silence of the Lambs is the name.
Oh, little Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
What does Silence of the Lambs do?
Hannibal would be better.
Okay, Hannibal.
As the name.
Yeah.
And from an ability, I think he uses his arms to basically like dissect people.
Okay.
Because it looks like that's what it's into.
All right. Here's one of the most fun stands. This is Jailhouse Lock. It is the guardian of the prison. It's like a warden.
Mm-hmm.
If people go into a certain area to like escape-wise, or have this stand triggered on them, they're only able to learn 3 new memories from the time of when the ability activates. They will retain all memories from before, however. The idea is this basically incapacitates a person so badly that they could never fight you.
That is so random.
Well, picture how much information, right?
Yeah.
But, so, like, the benefit is picture how much information there is. So they use this on someone, and you can only learn 3 new things.
Okay, once you learn those 3 things, you can learn no new things, or you
It
constantly
cycles
forget.
out. You'll forget the first thing whenever you learn a new thing. You can only retain 3 new memories.
So you're a goldfish from that point forward.
Yeah, literally.
That's so brutal.
Right? It'd be impossible.
Yeah.
It'd be so brutal to fight.
Yeah.
What do you think of this guy?
Okay. Big arms.
Spinny arms.
Yeah. Oh, spinning.
He's
Yeah.
got He's got Beyblades for hands.
Okay. Pretty ripped. I like the, maybe, I'm trying to think here.
Spin me right round.
Oh, are you?
Right
Speedwagon.
round.
Jeez,
Ooh.
I'm going, I was going to go more like the Iron Maiden or Judas Priest. The art style kind of reminds me a little bit of
all right.
some of the stuff. So I'm going to call him Eddie.
Eddie.
He is the guy on the cover of all the Iron Maiden albums.
Oh, all right.
He's kind of cool. And his ability is tunneling.
Tunneling.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Jumping Jack Flash.
Oh, I like it.
If this stand spits on you, you become the center of a zero-gravity area roughly 20 meters around you. Everything you touch becomes a center point for one as well. Eventually, the air will become weightless and a vacuum, meaning your blood will boil and all that other fun stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can also store things in his wrists, and he spins them and shoots them at his opponents using centrifugal force.
Alright.
But yeah, zero-gravity vacuum spit. Aren't you so glad I helped you guess these things?
Yeah, that's...
so intuitive.
That was my next guess.
Yeah, he's not even spitting. Isn't it so intuitive?
Oh my god.
What do you think of this person?
Ooh. Combination between
Cyborg from the X-Men and
Iron Man and a welder and a Roman centurion with the little shoulder pads there.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, alright.
So Iron Centurion?
Yeah. Let's go.
Sorry, Iron Welder Centurion.
Iron Welder. So this is a lot of timepieces.
Iron Welchurian.
All mixed together.
Welder Man.
Welder Man.
Standability to weld.
Oh god, it's getting harder and harder to come up with things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the creators of this?
Yeah.
I imagine they kind of just say stupid things until something sticks. And
and
like,
go actually we can make that work.
Yeah, that works.
Let's call him... Oh, God. I'm going to go with Cyclops.
Cyclops.
I know it's not a music reference, so that's wrong for
I'm
sure.
sure there's a song called Cyclops.
Probably somewhere. Yeah.
There has to be.
He has tiny little hands.
Yes.
That is crazy.
They almost look like hooks.
Yeah. I think his ability... What's an insane ability that I could think? He can make... he can pull elements out of things to create other chemical compounds.
Ooh, okay.
We're going to go crazier. I'm going to ratchet it up here.
I like it. This is Marilyn Manson.
Oh, okay.
It's a stand revolving around games and bets.
Mm-hmm.
The user has to agree to a bet with the target. This stand will collect the agreed consequence of the bet from the target if they lose or something of equal value. So, for example, the user bets the protagonists who are playing catch that they can't get to 100 catches. And she bets her $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And they lose, but the person doesn't have $1,000, so this thing steals her kidney. To sell on the black market.
Right.
You know, very intuitive stuff.
Makes total sense.
Yeah. It is invincible while it is collecting its bounty. The only way to have it stop is to make the user call it off.
Oh my god. Okay.
So either don't lose the bet or beat the crap out of the user until it's like, no more. Mercy.
And if they win the bet, it just does nothing?
Yeah.
Just
this thing
around?
won't even defend its user.
Right.
Yeah.
So don't gamble with that person.
No, or it'll take your kidney and other very valuable things. What do you think of this guy? This is many different guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
These are all part of a stand?
All part of a singular stand.
Okay. So this is the artist.
The artist, okay.
Yeah.
I specifically chose Japanese text here because this page actually tells you the name.
Oh. And I think its ability is to reproduce famous works of art.
That is incredibly close.
Yeah.
This is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, I like that name.
This stand affects the entire world all at once.
Okay.
It brings every single fictional character to life. And when someone meets a fictional character they admire, they are dragged into that character's story and forced to live through it. So, for example, these are the Seven Dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can tell, obviously.
Of course.
I don't remember what folklore this is from, but this is the cow, where they have the bad guy, the hungry wolf, eats them, and then the mama cow cuts his stomach open and fills it with rocks, and drowns him in the ocean. I don't know what legend that is. Anyways, a guy gets sucked into this story, so mama cow starts coming after him, and
That's
he's like,
fun.
"Oh god, oh crap, oh god." There's also Weather Report, who I showed you earlier. Ends up attracted to why can't I remember his name? Van Gogh.
Yeah.
And so he shoots his ear off.
Right.
And all the other good stuff, and is like about to kill himself.
Yeah.
The only way they beat it was by having a fictional character brought to life whose sole purpose was to beat Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right.
So they just had an artist draw a new character.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Create a story.
Yeah.
Where he dies.
Whose job is to beat Bohemian Rhapsody. What do you think of this guy? I'm giving you half marks on that ability guessing, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's pretty close. So the stand is like these things on the ground?
Yep.
Okay. Kind of a combination between a crab and a snake?
A little bit.
Yeah, or a squid of some sort.
Or it's just a ring crab. You can frisbee them.
Yeah. Is it like a... Let's go with... oh, man. The name escapes me now. The band that I want to say.
Give me a song and I'll...
Yeah, I can't do that either. I don't know any of the details. It's a terrible story.
Fun.
Let's go with... we're going to call them Limp Bizkit.
Okay. All right.
Because kind of makes
Yeah, I
sense.
see it.
Their ability is if you step on them, you are immediately immobilized.
Okay.
Yeah, and not turned to stone, but you may as well be. You can't move anymore.
All right. So there is a stand named Limp Bizkit in this part, but I didn't put it in this list because it'd be way too hard to explain to you.
Okay.
Basically, it brings back dead animals that are also invisible.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. This is Survivor.
Okay.
It is what's called the weakest stand.
Yeah.
It is automatic and uncontrollable. It spreads through wet surfaces, and anyone it touches gains enhanced physical prowess and increased hostility to everyone around them, to the point that they will fight for no reason. So as you can imagine, they make a pretty intense prison riot.
Yeah.
With this thing, because everyone gets super buff and super willing to fight, and they just kind of decide to duke it out for no reason.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like in-laws.
A little bit. Merry Christmas, everyone. All right, so we're coming to a close here.
All right.
We have 3 more stands, all of which are a stand of the main bad guy at a certain point.
All right.
So here is...
So it's not 1 for 1.
Well, it is. Each person can only have 1 stand user, but stands can evolve over time.
Oh, I see.
So this is the first form.
Okay. Yeah. He's got stuff written on him.
Yeah, he does.
Interesting. Something to do with ink. I think he can create copies of anything.
Okay.
Like a carbon copy.
So kind of like the sticker.
I'm going to call him carbon copy.
Carbon copy.
Yeah, except you can't take it off. Like it's just
he's just a printer.
Yeah.
Okay. This is White Snake.
Oh, I like White Snake. That's good. Yeah.
It's a long distance stand that has the power of a close up stand, which makes it very dangerous. It has a couple abilities. Melt your heart. It produces an acid that slowly digests objects and people. And targets of this attack are distracted in a vision or dream-like state. They can only wake up by noticing discrepancies between reality and the dream. And B, disc creation. This is by far one of the most broken and powerful stand abilities in all of JoJo's. It can create 2 discs from a person. One that contains all your memories, and one that contains your stand. He is able to take those discs, depriving you of those things. if you put a memory disk in your head that isn't yours, you can observe someone else's memories. And you can freely give other people stands by giving them a stand disk.
Interesting.
So basically, the main bad guy here, Poochie, manipulates everything. Gives people stand abilities as is convenient to him, takes away memories, gives memories as is convenient to him to accomplish his goals.
So, can it manipulate the memories that are on the disc?
No.
So you could...
Well, maybe.
Yeah. So, but you could give somebody else someone's memories.
Yes.
That's interesting.
It is shown, however, that if you have a very strong stand in the disc, it is able to reject people. How, like, you remember Star Platinum, the one who could stop time and punched really fast?
Yeah.
He's considered to be, like, the strongest stand alive. There's a couple people who try to use it at a certain point, and Star Platinum punches itself out of them.
Right.
Yeah. Also, if you're missing both your stand and your memory disk, you will die unless you're kept alive by machines. You have to basically be on life support.
Right.
You can live with your memories, but not your stand, obviously.
Yeah.
You can technically live without your memories and a stand. However, you will begin to die seeing as you'll have no will to live.
Right.
With one notable exception being weather report.
Right. Okay.
That's part of why he doesn't escape, because he doesn't really have his memories.
Right.
Anywho, Phase 2. It's green now.
And still related to the... No. Completely changes?
Completely changed.
Perfect. That makes sense.
Just in case you thought it was going to be easy.
Yeah. Desperado.
Desperado. Okay.
Yeah. Got a little bit of a gunslinger.
A little bit. Yeah.
A little bit. Grabbing the belt there. Ability. Oh, it's got to be big.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's the main bad guy. It's got to be huge.
Little bit of blood coming out of its mouth there. Am I reading that right? Seeing
That's,
right?
yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Red eyes. Something kind of sticking out. How do you live up to, like, being able to copy memories and stuff?
Right? I actually think this form might be weaker than the previous one.
Okay. I think rather than being able to transfer them to a disc, it's able to copy them, but only one at a time, and kind of assume that either that person or that stand.
Okay, all right. This is Sea Moon. It's a combo of White Snake and another stand I didn't show you, basically a little green baby. I didn't think that'd be necessary to show you. Its new ability is to create a reverse gravitational phenomenon where the user is the center. Basically, anything within a 30-meter radius of the user is repelled as if falling down a cliff, and anything above him will fall upwards. The user is inherently...
So you could never touch anything.
Well, you could, because, like, think of it like this. If this is a flat thing, right?
Yeah.
And the user is here, it's as if the world is bending this way.
Right.
But if there was something jutting out, like a building, you could stand on the side of that building.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
The user isn't always attracted to the surface below his feet, thanks to this reverse gravity phenomenon, unless he chooses not to. This stand, like Whitesnake, is a remote-controlled stand. However, the farther away the user is, the less precise its attacks are.
Okay.
Are you ready for the last one of this part?
Let's do it.
By far, I think the most complicated stand in all of JoJo's to this point. There might be more. And keep in mind, we had a guy who was able to, like, skip past time. What do you think of that guy?
Sexy beast.
Half horse, half man.
So Cyclops.
But not the other half horse. Cyclops? You mean Centaur?
Centaur. That's the one. Yeah.
It's only half a half horse.
Half a horse.
As opposed to whole horse, who I showed you.
Oh my god. With almost like a rat tail behind it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So yeah. But it's almost like they cut the horn off a unicorn too.
Yeah.
Yeah, to have only the front.
Okay.
Mechanical pieces. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Centaur.
Okay. So before you guess the ability, I'm just gonna show you how long my explanation page is for this thing's ability.
Okay. So I'm gonna say its ability.
Yeah.
So, rapid movement.
Yes.
Right? And obviously, it uses that movement to envelop other characters or stands.
All right.
And when it does that, it creates a gravitational field that will attract objects.
Oh, and just like kind of crush
So
them.
it kind of brings it into crush them.
All right.
But rather than kill them by crushing them, what it actually does is compress their bodies and their stands into a cube that it can then keep in order to either collect or use as a weapon against other people.
All right. I love the oddball throwout because that's exactly what JoJo's is about. It's just the stupidest things possible. This is made in heaven.
Okay.
It is the final form of White Snake. It is considered to be the key way to achieve heaven.
Okay.
Upon being activated, time will move faster and faster at an accelerating rate, affecting the entire universe. The only beings who are not affected by this, who can keep up with the stand, are its user and theoretically God. This makes all non-biological events happen extremely fast. Things freeze or melt or rot instantly. Cars move at incredible rates because they're still going 70, but in accelerated time.
Yeah. People die.
Yeah, and rot. Decompose.
Yeah.
The sun starts to rotate around the Earth at a ludicrous rate, and so does the moon because the entire universe is accelerating. The user, by consequence, appears to be extremely fast and possesses incredible reaction times. However, he still has all his human weaknesses. So here's where things get complicated. As time if it wasn't complicated before, as time continues to accelerate, it hits a vanishing point where a new universe is created and everything repeats itself exactly as it happened before. Every surviving organism is brought over to this new world. Anyone who was killed in the previous world is replaced with an identical looking person, however they have entirely different souls and personalities. In essence, they're a different person.
Wow.
All people remember everything that happened while time was sped up the first time, meaning they know the course of their entire lives.
Right.
In essence, they understand fate itself, and it is usually unchangeable.
Wow.
Yeah. If the user is killed before time catches up to back when he first activated the ability, though, the universe resets again in a timeline where Made in Heaven never happened. However, all those who have died still have the completely new personalities. So the world is rewritten up until the people who were alive.
Wow.
And even then, people who were dead still have completely different personalities.
That's bizarre.
Which is exactly what happens at the end of part 6. The entire universe gets reset.
So start again. You have no idea if the bad guy is still a bad guy.
All the characters you thought died, all those hated. My girlfriend is going to hate this because she hates Dio so much, just wants him dead. At the end of part 1, she was so relieved. She's like, thank God he's dead. He came back for part 3, and she's like, fuck, I hate him. I just want him to die.
That's so brutal.
He died at the end of part 3, and she said, thank goodness. He technically comes back in this part, and then once the universe gets reset, he is the president of the United States in the 1700s and also a gunslinger.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So, you can look forward to Guessing JoJo Stands Part 7, where the universe is completely reset, and things are kind of similar, but not exactly.
Perfect.
So you may want to study up on past videos.
Okay, sounds good.
So, you got through what I think are some of the most wild stands possible.
Yeah, I would agree.
So I will say ones I didn't include were control of invisible dead animals, having your size in correlation to the distance between us, so you can never reach someone. Those are kind of the wackiest ones I can think of, honestly. Yeah.
I think I did all right, all things considered.
Not bad. Listen, it's so wild.
I guessed one name, although not the name of the person I was looking at.
Yeah,
so that's not bad. And
look, that's almost more impressive.
Really cool ability. So that's good.
I will say it's like, I mean, we joked about it, but this really is rigged against you.
Oh, yeah.
There's almost no way you're getting any of these, because they're not inherently named to any pattern.
Well, I'm glad my confusion amuses you.
Yeah, 50,000 views on Guessing Part 4.
Unbelievable.
Insane.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to hit on this one? Set a benchmark.
Tough to say.
Tough to say?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to put it out there.
No?
No. We'll see what happens.
Leave it to the people. You decide. You decide what view we get to.
Indeed.
I mean, that is kind of how the platform works, so that's not really anything surprising.
Exactly.
But anywho, guys, we hope you enjoyed. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.